welcome to day number 4 of my 12 days of holiday cards and gift tags. Thanks so much for stopping by. I get a lot of people asking me how I package my cards and gift tags because to me the packaging is just as important as everything else. So let me show you what I do. I have quite a few options for you. Let's get started. So one of my favorite things to do is to buy these large clear bags, and they come in different sizes, they come in different widths, lengths, and I just pop my gifts in. I add a little shred, some ribbon, twine, and a tag. Another thing I like to do is get some jars or some cans. I save all of the packages that people give me like this, and you throw in a little bit of red or green or purple shred. You can get your shred at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's. I will definitely link to if you want to get things in bulk, because that's how I buy everything at Christmas time. Now, I made these tags in day number 3, so if you missed these tags, please go check out day number 3. And I plop these, whatever it is, tags work well here, cards will not work in this jar, obviously. Plop in a little bit of shred, put some shred on top. You don't need very much. Put the lid on, add a ribbon, string, and a tag. Definitely a great idea. And jars come in all different sizes. And Hobby Lobby has great sales right before Thanksgiving, so grab your stuff 50% off and go do your tins. And so add some shred. So when I'm figuring out my packaging, I usually mass produce. I make for, 20, 30, however many girlfriends I decide at the time or family members. So once I decide on my packaging, I mass produce and make everything for everybody. Now, you might find that really boring, but that's just kind of how I do it to make it more simple and easy, and so my mind can handle it. Now, I do make different tags. I might use different color shred, but the basic package is the same. Now, these little tiny gift bags I got at Hobby Lobby or Joann's, I believe. Little shred, add your package. Your gift, put a little shred on top, tie it up with a ribbon or a bow, and again, I'm giving away tags in this project, so I'm definitely going to give them a handmade coordinating tag as well. I like my little tiny attacher from Stampin' Up. There's quite a few others out there. I will link to all the products that I use. I also include a note on all my packaging and my gifts that tell them they cannot open until Christmas. Now, this is a cute little CD, DVD envelope with a heart button. I've got them on Amazon. I'm not sure if you can still get them. You can get them on Etsy, I know for a fact. Of course, they'll cost more on Etsy. But I love the way these came out with this little heart button, and you can decorate the front of these. Another thing to do is just get some flat craft bags, decorate those, pop in your flat product. Now, Container Store has one of my most favorite places to get gift packaging. It can be in the pricey side, so if you can wait, pop in on December 26th and get everything on sale. If not, just go ahead and buy yourself some now and suss it out so you know where everything's located, and then when on December 26th, go back and get everything 50% off, because it is a mob and they're all grabbing everything. But these decorated little glassine bags are perfect because you don't have to decorate them. You just squish them together, put a ribbon on it. Tins are an amazing answer to everything. Now, this is an old tin. I do not have any new ones. Hobby Lobby, 50% off before Thanksgiving. Get all your tins. I think I got these at Joann's years ago, and I buy, 20, 30 at a time, especially if it's on sale. Stampin' Up! Had these a couple years ago. It looks like snow, but you could stamp snow on those and it would look like snow. It'd be really cute. And then these boxes are perfect, already decorated. Just throw a big bow on top or some ribbon and a cute little tag, and you've got yourself a great gift. I also have these red, shiny, twisty ties. I have tons of ribbon. Stampin' Up! Makes beautiful ribbon. Hobby Lobby and Joann's has great ribbon at the Christmas time. Twine, Lawn Fawn has great twine. So those are just the ideas. So let me show you what I do with these particular things here. So I know that I always try out and make sure they fit, and I know that those tags will fit nice in that bag. So CZ Designs came up with this Good Cheer stamp set. It's only available on Simon Says Stamp, and I love her clean lines. So I popped it on my MISTI, and I'm conditioning it to make so that the ink will adhere. I took the Greenery crimped rectangle die and run that cardstock through that die. Put my Simon Says Stamp transparency on top so I make sure I get it lined up correctly. And I stamped it with red ink, and I don't really, that was a Concord and Ninth Cranberry Ink. And then I'm making sure I have the right side of the bag, because you know, nothing worse than putting your stuff on the wrong side. Putting a little tape runner on there. And then because I made the tags out of this particular cardstock, it's called Milk and Cookies, and unfortunately it's not available, but I have linked in day number 3 some amazing Christmas cardstocks, pattern paper for you. So check out day number 3. Pop those in, and then you can tape runner it behind. You can put a ribbon on it, a bow on it. You can put a tag on it. I decided to, I already had my to and from stamp sets in my MISTI from day number 3, so I decided to write to and from on the back of the bag, and I'm just going to line it up and stamp it on there and just write my to and from there, and I will put a big ribbon on it or a bow or something. Now here's those heart button CD packages. They're 5 inches square. So I cut out a piece of red cardstock and some white cardstock, and I decided I wanted to decorate them. So I did this joy, and I didn't like the way the color came out, so I went to my swatching envelopes, my swatches, which I have a free download for this. Check the description in the YouTube description. And I chose the ink that I thought I would go with, and I ended up choosing Concord and Ninth Cranberry. I thought that was a better ink to go with, and as you can see, I needed to restamp it anyhow because the top of the joy is not stamped. And in the magic of video, I'm not sure why there's such a delay, but I will go back to my girlfriends. When I do Christmas gifts, I tell them they're not allowed to open until Christmas. If they do, they don't get a present from me the next year. I know, harsh, right? But I want to see if they can follow directions. So here I am back with the Concord and Ninth Cranberry Ink. I really like the deeper color of that ink based on the color of cardstock that I'm using, so I'm happy I made that choice. I have these great snowflakes from Mama Elephant, and I'm not really sure exactly, but they are popping those up. And I don't know if you guys know, but you can color your rhinestones with Sharpie. All those different colors, I've used different colors of Sharpie. There's no need for you to buy a bunch of different color of rhinestones. Lawn Fawn has these wintry tiny tags I love. You can cut out 5 or 6 at a time. Has this great stitching detail on the front, So I cut out 2, I glued them back to back so the stitching detail was on both sides, and I adhered that to the button of that heart-shaped CD container. Throw in a little bit of shred in your package. Don't forget to, I like to put my twine in. I like to put the folded edge in from the front so that I have a little knot here on the front. I like that little knot rather than the big loop in the back. I know, crazy, call me crazy. Put your things in. I like to hit it with my tiny attacher. There's tons of them available. As I think I said earlier, you don't have to use the one from Stampin' Up. And then attach your tag, wrap it around both or one or the top or the bottom, or glue it. It really is totally up to you. If you make big tags, you know, they look really cool if you don't want to have coordinating tags. If you're not coordinating, you've got another product, maybe you're putting a card in there, you don't have anything coordinating. This happens to coordinate, but you can make a big old tag and it doesn't have to coordinate. It really just depends on what you're trying to do. Now, I buy a lot of my stuff in bulk, and I will link to where I get them from, and I must have 1,000 of these bags. They're semi-opaque. Excuse me. They're semi-opaque, and I don't want people to see what it is on the inside, so I double bag it, pop it in, fold it over. And again, I think I have 1,000. I think I've maybe used 200 in about 5 years. One when I'm dead and gone, my kids will have a lot of white little bags. Anyhow, so I love decorating these, and they're really easy to decorate. I'll just tape runner down the flaps. You can wrap it with twine. You know, I do a couple of wraps around, 2 or 3, you know. They're a little flimsy, so you can't just pull it tight. You have to be a little, you know, loosey-goosey with your hands there. Tie yourself a big bow. But I like to use this big fat Christmas ribbon or holiday ribbon. I get it at Hobby Lobby again. I try to get it on sale. This is a stretchy ribbon, so it's kind of hard to get it on there, but I was working at it. I got my tweezers out because I figured that would help me tie my bow. My knot, I mean. I'm picky about tying my knots. I do the old Girl Scout, right over left and under, and left over right and under, only I always do it backwards. I'm not sure why. Cut off your edges on an angle, and there you got yourself a cute little bow. I'm grabbing a really large glue dot, and I'm plopping that down right in the middle of that bow so it doesn't shift and move, and I can keep control of it. And then, of course, I made a cute little gift tag. It's red on both sides. You can stamp to and from on those. I didn't feel it was necessary. So going back to the jar here, you know, pop it in my shred. Again, all different colors. You can use red, white, whatever. There's just so many different colors of shred out there. I love it. There's sparkle, there's metallic. I took my twine, I wrapped it around twice, and I tied it in a big old knot. And then I took my tag and threaded it through. And you have your cute little jar, and I love that. Now, I just love that. So anyhow, you have this tin here, and you can put a bow on it, you can put a tag on it, you can wrap it with a big old ribbon. That's what I did last year, big old ribbon. Hobby Lobby also has really cool decorated boxes that you can buy with Santas and trees and holly and snowflakes. And they come in all different sizes, and you can use those, and they can take some really big ribbon. I did those last year. So now I'm back to this glassine bag, putting in a little bit of shred front and back. I don't want my people to see what's in there. I mean, yeah, of course they can, but they can shake it and they can fiddle with it and whatever. But when I give it to them, I want to make sure they can't really see the whole thing. And again, goes back to how many tags do you give somebody? I decided on 5. What do you think? Is that a good amount? Anyway, I'm cutting off the top of this bag, and this is called a gusseted bag, which means it's not a flat bottom like those brown bags. It has a little gusset, so it's kind of like a grocery bag at the grocery store, and it's kind of, when you push it, when you fold it all out, it sits flat, which I like. Now, the Stamp Market has great ribbon because it's almost like a seam binding, if you know what that is. So squinch it all together, tie it all tight, and tie it in a bow. Now, the beauty about mass producing is you realize when you do something incorrectly that you can correct it for the next time. So I realized when I went to put my tag on here that I should not have tied it in a bow yet. I should have put my tag on first. So you will see me tie the bow, and then I'll put my tag on. So next 29 of these, hopefully I won't make the same mistake. But if you watch day number 3, you will see that I stamped a whole bunch of stuff upside down. So maybe I will make the same mistake. Who knows? So tying it in a bow, the tag fell off the bottom of my ribbon, so I will thread that through. And this is my favorite way of packaging, and that is how I decided to package all of my little gift tags this year. So here's just an example or a repeat of everything. You've got the jar. You have the paper bag, the white bag. You have this bag, or you can stamp some snowflakes on that bag, or you can stamp right on the bag. You can add a ribbon. You can add a belly band, would be really cool. I just thought of that. Belly bands would be really fun on these. In fact, maybe I'll make some and add it to another video later on in this series so you can see what a belly band looks like. I love this packaging. You can make it yourself. This cute little white bags. I think they were like $3 for like 6. I don't even know. And then really quickly, not really sure why we're really quickly here, I'm showing you all of these different bags. Thanks so much for stopping by for day number 4, packaging your cards and your gift tags. And when I come up with some more packaging ideas, I will add them to the rest of the series and the other videos. Enjoy.